Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, That Girl. Today I'm going to talk about Haitian black castor oil and the difference it is to Jamaican black castor oil and the benefits. First of all, I just wanted to make clear that this is not a sponsored video. I'm just picking up the Haitian black castor oil that is in my local Wegmans. And here it is. And it's pretty expensive. I was kind of shocked by the price. It was like, I believe $23 around there. So at first, when I first saw it, I just passed by because I didn't feel like I wanted to spend that kind of money on an oil. But then I thought, let's see, because I was kind of curious on what the difference was between Jamaican black castor oil and Haitian black castor oil. So I did some research and I figured I'd do a video on it just so that everybody knows the difference and the benefits and how it's been doing in my hair. I've been using it now for about maybe a week and a half. At any rate, I do like it and I'll tell you why. But first, I like to get into the differences between the Haitian black castor oil and the Jamaican black castor oil. So, first of all, the Haitian black castor oil is enriched with a lot of omega-6 fatty acids, and it also has what you call ricinoleic acid. Ricinoleic acid is helpful because it increases blood circulation to the scalp. It also is antiviral and antibacterial, so it really helps with people who suffer from a lot of scalp infections or issues with their scalp. So it's a good oil to use directly on the scalp for hair growth and to help with healing with any issues that you may have on your scalp, flakiness, dryness. I really wouldn't know if it would help with more severe issues that you would have to consult your dermatologist about. But for people who have just minor issues with their scalp or issues with hair growth, the Haitian black castor oil, which has a little bit more of that ricinoleic acid, should help a lot because it has more of it, as well as correct any issues with scalp. Another great thing about the Haitian black castor oil, just like the Jamaican black castor oil, it acts as a humectant. And a humectant really is sort of like glycerin. It draws moisture out of the air and it brings it into the hair to retain more moisture. So if you're having issues with dryness on the hair, this is a great substance to use to draw in more moisture. Surprisingly too, because of the ricinoleic acid, it helps with acne because of the antibacterial, antiviral components to it. It can help with acne, any skin condition, discoloration of the skin, and it's an overall great help, and it's an ancient oil that's been around for a long time, and there are multiple uses for this oil. I personally have been using it for about a week and a half, and I have to say it's very, very emollient. In fact, I think it's more emollient than the Jamaican black castor oil, which I have used in the past. And I would only use it on the scalp and a very little bit, a very small amount on the hair. But on the scalp, you can use it, especially after a wash. I would also use it as a pre-shampoo, especially if you have very kinky or curly hair. It's great for defrizzing the hair. It's a good sealant for the hair, so after you put water or moisture in your hair, you can put it a little bit on the hair, but I wouldn't use it every day, especially if you have locks, because it will build up. It's a heavier oil, and anything that's going to be heavy, you should watch out for if you have locks. On natural loose hair, you might be able to get away with using it much more frequently than if you're locked. Like I said, it's good for a pre-shampoo. You can use it as a deep conditioner, and you can use it on your skin as well. I would use it as a good carrier oil for, like, if you're using essential oils. You're not really supposed to use essential oils directly on the skin. You should have a carrier oil with it, like jojoba oil or almond oil. And I would think that the Haitian black castor oil would be a great carrier oil for all your essential oils. I use essential oils a lot on my skin, my hair. So this would be a good carrier oil to use with essential oils, especially on the scalp and on any skin condition that you may have. So it's also good if you're experiencing alopecia or bald spots on your hair. I would just apply it. It comes in droppers. In this particular brand has a dropper, so you can just put it directly on the scalp, on the edges, and I would just rub it in. Just rub it in, especially on the edges where the hair is a little bit more sensitive. And I would just put it on, spread it out, use it and massage your hair. And it adds a nice shine to your hair that I found. I don't use it every day. Maybe once a week or once every other week, because it's a pretty thick oil. It looks like Jamaican black castor oil, but it doesn't have the scent, that strong scent that Jamaican black castor oil has. Yeah, this is actually really nice because this is the lavender scent. Has lavender in it, has the purple bar. I really like it. I have to say that, and it kept my hair, especially I'm right in the middle of winter up here, so your hair can be very dry because there's not a lot of moisture in the air. And this oil really makes your hair really soft, especially after I use it and I cover my hair and let it kind of marinate. And by the next morning, when I take my headscarf off, my hair lays really nice. The cuticle lays flat, so it promotes a nice shine and moisture to your hair. And you know, it's not so heavy. Don't put so much on that you know your hair is stiff. You know, my hair, as you can see, has got enough, you know, movement. So, you know, you don't want to overdo it, especially if you have locks. You want your locks to be, you know, loose and free and not weighed down with heavy creams or oils or anything, because once it gets in there, it's going to be very difficult to get out. So just be very light with your hands with this oil, because a little does go a long way. So yeah, this is a nice oil. I would highly recommend it. Especially if you have issues with dryness on your ends, or if you have scalp issues. I have actually used it on my skin, like on my neck. I haven't put it on my face because I think it's too heavy for my face, but you can put it on your neck or at elbows, knees, anywhere where you would have very dry skin. And I like putting it on my edges here to keep them healthy, and I would apply it like just on the ends, because that's where the oldest part of your hair is on your ends, so it's a little bit more fragile than the rest of your hair. And yeah, that's it with Haitian black castor oil. Give it a try. I know the sticker price is way up there, but this is a nice size bottle, so this should last a very long time. Like I said, a little goes a long way. You don't need to load up your hair with this oil. Use it in your, I would put it in your deep conditioner. If you use a conditioner on your hair, just put it in there. Use it as a pre-poo. You can also just use it as maybe once a week, just to put on your ends and on your scalp if you have scalp issues. It helps especially in the winter time with dryness. It's because it's thick, so it really works well with very thick, kinky hair. If you have thinner, curlier hair texture, you could still use it, but just, you know, use a little bit, because a little goes a long way. And I have kinky, curly hair. I know it's in locks, but when I was a loose natural, my hair texture was all over the place. The front was very loose and curly. The crown area of my hair was more kinkier and drier. So, and then of course the nape of my hair was very loose and curly. So I had like 3 different types of textures in my hair. So if you're feeling that, like typically the crown area is where hair tends to be a little bit more drier, give it a go. A lot of people experience a lot of breakage around this hair because it's typically, I don't know why, typically that part of the hair tends to be a little bit more kinkier, a little bit more prone to dryness and breakage. So you might want to give it a go. Another good thing about preventing breakage too for this area is to twist or braid it, because it'll stretch the hair out a little bit. It'll prevent tangling, and you might be able to preserve a little bit of your hair as far as length goes, and combating breakage in that particular area or any area in your hair that you suffer from breakage. So really, that's all I have. Give it a go. If you do buy it, let me know how you like the Haitian black castor oil. Like I said, I like it. I think it's a very good oil. It is very emollient, and it has multiple uses for your hair, skin, scalp. Just give it a try and see how you like it, and let me know how you like it. Okay, that's all I got. Till next Wednesday, I'll be posting another video. Stay tuned for it, and please like, share, and subscribe if you got a lot out of this video or any other videos on my channel. Take care.